Hello everyone, we have our news for the week, so let's take a look. Maintenance, normal time as usual. I didn't notice anything ending with maintenance. And new this week, we're getting 2 new Neovision base and an NVA. We're continuing with the Esper units, 1 premium, 1 regular, and the NVA. So log in for there, 30 for the NV base, 25 for the NVA as per usual. So Taivas is going to be the premium, no shards in the shop there. Leftia does have shards, as she's not a premium. And then they've continuing with the extra units that are rate up on the premium banner. So again, 15 tickets to get one of the bonus rate up units essentially. Same deal that we've been seeing the past couple of banners. They're doing the Neovision guaranteed special step up. We've seen this quite a bunch in the past. And then there's also the fragment tickets that you can get from there. Getting some more leader skills. So 7-star Rain, Infernal Fire Rain, Sage of Thunder Sakura, Seymour, Citra, and Draconian Princess Fina are all getting 100 attack and magic for evocation category, which is quite helpful. And then Neovision version of Infernal Fire Rain is a 200% leader. So that's not a bad choice overall, actually, for a budget leader. And Taivas is getting the premium leader update. So essentially, he's going to also lead Water and Light for Clash of Wills, which means we're getting the special Clash of Wills Water and Light tags, and all the units that qualify are getting that added to them. We're also getting Silver Crowns for Laswell and Reagan. So a bunch of updates for them. One of the big things is it looks like they're going to True Brave Shift, which is super nice. And also their Super Trust is going to be updated as well. So it should be nice for them. I don't think that's going to bring them up to current meta or anything. And then we're getting our 7th Anniversary Player's Voice Part 2. So it looks like the replica shop that we have now is going to be it. They're not adding anything more. We're not getting any more of that currency, so it can probably plan out how you're spending what you got left of that now, because it looks like we're getting the player's voice version. So we're going to get a bunch of that, and there's a new shop for that. So as part of the login, a bunch for just logging in. We're going to get some stuff from events, it looks like, as well. But it's going to be a completely new shop. So then here it shows us the shop. So essentially it looks like a lot of the same overall. What they've been doing with the other one. So there's special Neovision guaranteed 10 summon, which actually this here seems to be 10 guaranteed Neovisions. So that's probably going to be the costly ticket there. They do have the 10+1 that is usual there. And then also looks like we'll be able to get another unit select ticket, which is super nice, and some shard tickets. And just like before, there's going to be a cash bundle to buy the lapis and everything. And I'm assuming that the summons that we voted on when those start are going to be for this shop, because we did vote in the summons that have lapis replica added into them for the weekly summons. And then there's also a special Brave Exvius ticket summon. So essentially this is Brave Exvius category only units in the pool. 5-star or Neovision with a 5% Neovision rate. It says that we'll be able to get this from doing events in game. And also only Brave Exvius category added January 6, 2022 and up will be in the pool. So no really old units. Vision cards. So again, they're updating one of the older vision cards based on the new unit, but they won't be able to do the upgrade until the maintenance for new version at the end of October. So first up, Taivas, his card. A little bit different than the leader cards that we've been seeing. So it's still 170 attack and magic. He's got 75% limit damage, 400 flat attack and magic, and then 200% Esper stats. But it looks like nothing is locked to a category. Not too bad overall. And then Leftia's old card is also going to be shared by the new Leftia, and they're updating that to be 800 health, 120 defense and spirit. And then I think all the abilities are the same, 10% mana, reduce mana cost by 10%, and then 20% fire, ice, earth, dark, resist. So probably still not going to use that card too much overall. Some new events. So Leftia has a weapon event. We'll run through that and everything. I don't see any locks on categories. We might have a Esper only or evocation category only mission clear though. So we'll see when that actually goes live. As far as the item itself, maxed out, 36 attack, 208 magic, 1000 flat magic for Leftia, and everybody else can get 20% Esper and Evo damage. So that looks fairly decent overall. And then we have our Silver Crown fight for Laszlo and Reagan. Can only use Anniversary JP or Ice category units. I'm assuming that this is going to have an Ice category mission clear. Seems to be how they've been doing those lately. So we'll also run through that. And for the event for the week, it's going to be a box summon. So go in, farm, and summon from the box. Looks like they're giving us upgrades for the other Esper weapons that we got in the past. So Inferno Saver ++, 198 attack, fire elements. And then for Infernal Fire Rain, he'll get 500 flat attack. And looks like Rain only will get the 100% Ifrit stats. Then we have the Dragon Wing Bow plus 97 attack, 166 magic, light elemental weapon. And Draconian Princess Fina gets 50% Esper stats from Bombment. That I don't think is actually getting a boost. And then we have Fierce Goddess's Katana, 178 attack, two-handed katana. And Supreme Diva Akstar will get 50% Ashura stats. So Evocation category is going to be the bonus for the box summon event. And we can take a look at the banner. So we have Taivas as the premium up top. Petite Jewel Leftia as the regular Neo Vision. And then Supreme Diva Akstar being our NVA for the week. And the banners look pretty much the same as for Roka and Nelica. So there's a banner for Taivas. You get the Armory ticket, as there's no special vision card this week. And then there is a separate banner for Leftia. So first up, we can take a look at Deity of War Taivas. So base is listed as both attacker and mage. And his shift, same attacker and mage. He's not true brave shift. You only get 3 turns and then have to wait 2 turns to go back. Super Trust is a two-handed greatsword, 231 attack, 229 magic. He'll get 500 flat attack and magic. Everybody else can get 75% beast, plant, and machine killer. Regular Trust is 60% attack and magic materia and 100% chain boost. So this is the lower end chain, not the cap. And then just like Roka, he's getting his special leader upgrade. So 750 attack and magic, 200 defense and spirit for evocation category, Clash of Wills support, water, and light. And then 900% attack and magic in actual morale fights and 750 defense and spirit for those categories. And he's also getting the 1000 morale per turn passive. All that's going to be EX2 as usual. And then for Leftia, listed as Buffer and Mage, Super Limit Burst unit. So her super, Materia, 60% Fire, Ice, Lightning Resist, and 100% Double Hand Magic. So actually, that's not bad. Resist and Double Hand Magic on that. Regular Trust, Accessory, 55 Magic and Spirit, and has Reflect, a 2-stack of Reflect on it. So that should be an activated ability. And then we have Supreme Diva Akstar, going to be a Super Limit Burst unit. They are updating his Katana to be 209 attack. He'll get 750 flat attack from it. Everybody else should be able to get the 50% attack. And we can take a look at what they look like on the JP side. So first up, the NVA for Akstar. So overall, Not that much being added active-wise for Neovision, it looks like. Just boosting a bunch of his stuff that he has now. And his limit burst, so base at Neovision, 75 modifier, ignore 50, 250 attack, and gives him a 75x modifier for all his physical attacks. So that's rather nice, actually. And then his super, 25 katana down, 250 bolting chains. Nothing too special about that there. 75 modifier is rather nice. He also has this move here, which if you boost it up, will give him another 25x modifier, only for 3 turns though. The regular limit will do it until he dies. But while everything doesn't look too impressive, what I saw is he has this ability here, which will cure everything and unlock a move. And then down here, he can unlock Quadcast with his human killer. And it looks like his main damage is going to be quadcasting this move as a finisher. So it's a 1500x move. Quadcast is 6000 modifier. And then if you boost it up, you can get fully boosted another 400. So it's like 6400 total modifier at full boost as finisher between 4 hits. That seems not bad overall for NVA, but that definitely seems to be his best damage looking at everything. His cooldown will add 80 to his limit, but honestly, 250, even with like Titus's Garb, is 350. So he'll do okay, but it's definitely quadcasting this finisher, which also removes all buffs. So that's kind of nice. Then we can take a look at Leftia. So yeah, active ability for 2 stack of Reflect for 4 turns. So she has a lot of the standard stuff. We got dual cast, we got fill limit, 150 light boost on her Magnus there. Evo bolting, 80x modifier, so that's pretty standard. Cooldown the booster limit, 90 modifier with 300% storm magic. Always nice to see mages with the storm magic on the LB boost there. We get some unlocks with break resist. She can give 250 buffs and 250 limit damage to a single ally. Nothing too special in the kit there. See, evoking Carbuncle, field on the player's side, fire, ice, lightning resist by 50. I mean, if you really need the extra resist, it could be handy, but we'll probably be using other fields. So even her unlocks only 250 on the buffs, so not really going to use her to buff anything, it doesn't look like. She can give 60 light boost. See, shell and protect +2, dispel, heal. And as far as a limit, so base limit, staff down 40%, 130 light down, 80 spirit break, 280 bolting chains, and the super version, still 40 staff down, still 130 light down, still 80 spirit break, but it goes up to 380. So most likely her limit's going to be the best damage there. 380 magic, bolting, and then she adds 90. So 470 total modifier with the 300. Should be okay damage, I think. See, cooldown, I just saw reflect 1 spell for 3 turns, could come in handy. Does cost half the Esper gauge though. So looking over everything, it looks like she'll be okay and usable. Nothing too strong overall that I can see. And we can take a look at Taivas. So in the base, he's got a 150 light Magnus. 90 mitigate for himself, fill limit that everybody has. We get a cooldown, 40 light boost, 300 attack and magic, 200 limit damage, and 120 on his LB modifier. 100% LB field for player side only. He's got the light locked meteor essentially. So dump all his mana for a single hit. Magic locked, so that light element, magic, so that's magic killers and everything. Tag team attacks in the base. See, single enemy, 300x modifier, and then he's got chaos, absolute, and bolting. We have magic, physical, or evoke. His bolting looks not too bad, 140 modifier on the evo damage there. Might not be terrible. Does have quad and triple cast. Preemptive LB in the kit. He can imbue the party with light, which is helpful. Base limit, tag team attack, 350, bolting chain frames. So that would be 450, and then he adds 570 for the base limit, it looks like. And then for the shift, we still have our cooldown and boosts. He has an Evo finisher, 900x modifier. Light locked for that. Then we have evoke damage for bolting, mirror, and chaos wave awaken chain frames. 120 modifier, and then the bolting is a 200x modifier. So evoke damage is definitely better in the shift form, it looks like. Still has the imbue, and as far as shifted limit, we get 40 greatsword down, 140 light and peril, 85 defense break, 430 on the modifier. So it looks like 650 on his shifted limit for the first 5 turns. So it looks like he'll do a lot of damage in a bunch of different ways. His best damage might be this mana move, though. I haven't run all the calculations, but I think the mana in the base form is going to be his best damage. Shift limit burst, probably second. And then the shifted evoke stuff might be third. But most likely, I'm expecting his best damage to be the light. Essentially, he's like Genesis, except for he doesn't have store magic, it looks like. He does get the 150 light amp, but I didn't see anything here for store magic, so he probably won't do quite as much as Genesis. He'll probably end up in second place for damage. And that's pretty much all we have. So as far as pulls this week, I'm going to use my 110 tickets was the plan for when Taivas showed up. So we'll go with that. There's still 2 more Esper units. There's Ruse and Yish. So we might get a 3rd week of Esper units. We'll have to see unless they decide to skip them. But that's all the news we have. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.